Okay, everything is unmuted. I should have done that before I switched scenes, but whatever. Hi. Nobody's probably watching. Also, apologies for the terrible mouse noises. I'm tired. It's late, but I really wanted to play more fucking Apollo Justice. I want more of that funky German boy. So despite the fact that I work today, and I'm really tired, and my camera is definitely picking up things weirdly because I can't be asked to make it look nicer right now. We're streaming because I want to play more Apollo Justice, and I'm doing it on stream, and I don't want to play it off stream. I want to play it off stream, but I don't want to play it off stream, you know what I mean? So we're playing it we're streaming. Hi. I don't think the fucking blinking is synced, which is really funny. Okay, yes. Let's load the- oh wait, no, let's pop up the chat so I can see even though nobody will chat. Okay. Load the game. Well, obviously we're starting from the fucking trial one. Yes. Also, I found, I can't remember if it was last stream or the one before that, but I found the walkthrough that I talked about before. So if I need to, I can look at that. I don't want to. I do not plan to. Also, apologies. Small shifting things around in OBS a little bit. No, this side, you fuck piece of shit. No. Be bigger than that. That's good enough. I just want to be able to see myself to make sure my model's not doing some kind of fucking weird shit while I'm streaming. You know how it is. You know. Go over this way, little boy. Why am I calling OBS a little boy? I don't fucking know. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I didn't want to play Apollo Justice, so we play. Okay. There we go. Good enough. Yay! Defendant lobby number 2. We'll see. Should I be doing a game where I have to voice a bunch when I'm tired? Probably not. I don't care. Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. His old foot injury. When did he have... I mean, I know he, like, fucked up his foot now. Because of the fucking car accident, but, like... I don't fucking know. There you go. Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine. As long as you're there, Trucy. He loves his daughter. Yes. Fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice! I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here. Your little mouse is so cute. I love you, Trucy. Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice and I'm fine! He said it! He said the line! That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're right. That's our fucking client. I forgot I don't even know what voice I gave this little guy. Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real, so they sense a hard time in the pen. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Try not to grin, but it's really funny. Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fear is realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. I love this boy. I forgot that was our client. For some reason, I thought our client was fucking Eldoon. No, that's not the client. There he is! The pretty German boy who may not actually be German, who knows? Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll, Herr Judge. Ah, it's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor? It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Hi, Clavier. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? Ah, you know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? I love him. He's cute. I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Oh, that one trial? I wonder what that trial is. We'll never know. And not to worry, Hair Judge. I already forgot what voice I'm giving him. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? I might accidentally give him a little bit of a French accent. They're the fucking same to me. It was worth canceling a show or two. I love him. Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking... Is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Herr Judge. They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Baby, today we play it my way! I'm doing the point, you can't see it. What's that noise? The guitars! Sometimes you have to get up in order to get down to prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Paul Maractus, director of the Maractus Clinic. I don't know what the fuck kind of accent I'm giving this bitch. That's why. Did I say it was German, just the German, butchering just the German, or his accent? Mostly it's gonna be his accent. The scene at People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? I love the fucking guitar in the background. That's so good. Yes, I believe. You'll only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean, undeniable? If you were to glare at anyone who had justice, glare at the punk of the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. 9! Not yet! First, there is a little matter to be cleaned up. I love him so much. No, he can't. Could you talk without the accompaniment? I swear I can see the guitar for a second. Me and Tracy are one and the same right now. What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, Herr Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Maractus Clinic? Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh? But what if the defendant specifically requests to do so? As he did this morning. I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. What? What the fuck, Walkie? What is right? They always say that on the stage you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? Shut the fuck up, Tracy. Well, this is highly unusual, but I'm giving him an accent now. The court will not hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. So, you son are the defendant. Walkie, are you? I ain't your son, old man. You step to a Kitaki, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail. You gotta hand it to him, Walkie sure has guts. It's not his guts I'm worried about. Suddenly paranoid that none of the fucking audio is picking up. Why am I paranoid about this? I don't know. I have problems. Just pull all this shit back up, okay. It's hard to know if anybody's fucking talking in the chat. Like, obviously nobody's talking in the chat. Actually, I can see it on the... I don't even need to have this up, because I can just look at this. Oh my god, I'm stupid. But just a little bit. Make that do that. Make this do this. There we go. Anyways, because the fucking, the pop-out that I have is like... It just keeps refreshing it. It says, welcome to chat, welcome to chat, welcome to chat, welcome to chat. It's like, shut the fuck up. Well, then the court will now hear the testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. Okay, Walkie. I love him. He's so silly looking. The fucking dog's on his jacket. Walkie-talkie's truth. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I'd done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying? What is he saying? You're saying you were one of the victim's patients? Well, I was gonna say it sounds familiar, but actually no, it's just the doctor part, but it's not even that, whatever. Oh wait, no, that was the victim in that trial. I don't know anything. I'm thinking of Turner Gray, that's what I'm thinking of. A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street. True that. I tell you one thing, that doc was whack! Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. I can't believe... I'm tired. I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this. I'm trying to make... I can't do his fucking face. That doc was a quacker. Hold it. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? She's your family doctor. Who asked you, Pointylocks? Just you think you are. You're fucking defense attorney. Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple. Someone had to show him what's what. So what is what? By someone, you mean... Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean. You better ask somebody else. Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind to do what had to be done. Straight gangsta style. But why were you so mad at this doctor? Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. So you were a patient in Maractus Clinic half a year ago? For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the Rivales family. That's when I pulled a jack move. Holy shit, he got shot! To an ambush! She busted a cap right in me! According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time. By yourself. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys. No, you weren't. You fucking got shot. So you were carried to the Maractus Clinic from there? Apparently, he was shot in the heart. Oh, fuck! Shot in the heart and he's still alive? Shot in the heart and you're to blame. You give the Kitakis a bad name. I can catch bullets with my teeth. I never learned how to catch them with my heart. Please don't do that, Trucy. The bullet stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack dog. Oh, so... Wait, oh, for a second I thought he said he would have been dead if it weren't for that dog, and I was like, huh? Shouldn't you be happy he saved your life? But no, he would have been fine if the doc hadn't fucked it up. So, as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't all of it, Holmes. See you later. Bye. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. Why am I giving him Glavier's voice? It sounds as though Herr Doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. I keep, like, almost giving him what I would do as Franziska's voice, which, I mean, they're both German, but, like, he's more... She's more stuck up, he's more flirty. He's a liar, straight up. He's a badder G than me. Okay, so last stream when I played Automata, I said something about how I was gonna make Jean-Paul be like Excalibur. I was gonna hear Excalibur's voice. I just realized I'm kind of giving Walkie Blackstar's voice. It's been so fucking long since I watched Soul Eater, but it's embedded in my brain. It was like my second anime ever. So I gotta go in and get another doc to patch me up again. And oh wait, fuck. Okay, what doctor did you go to? Was it Hottie? So this bullet is still? You know, fucking bullet! Oh my god! Manfred, is that you? Close enough. Welcome back, Manfred von Karma. I can still feel it right there in my chest, resting up against my heart. Your words are like a bullet straight. Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. That's like a fucking tongue twister. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Word, J-Man, we're no accident, that's for shizzle. It seems there were issues with this doctor. Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Walkie, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. Chin up, Apollo. Back straight. But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family health checkup? That was the wackest thing of all. G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, bizoy. A relief to hear. What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you that a bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you? Holy fuck! What? Yes, Herr Dr. Maractus had knowledge concerning the sticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No way, that's whacked! There is proof. Your checkup report. Walkie's checkup report added to the court record reveals from a metallic object found in your heart. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. How ironic that you would disbar the one man blah blah something something. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started. Started? We've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Walkie sure is quiet all of a sudden. I fucking wonder why. I wonder why, Trixie. Maybe because he just found out he's gonna fucking die soon? I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? To fucking intimidate the defendant? Who the fuck is this guy? So, you would tell us your name and occupation. Hello? Sir? My name is Wesley Stickler. Is he the murderer because he has like a stick? Or wait, no, like a stickler for... I don't fucking know. I like the animations in this game though. As the prophecy study learned from our livelihood, which the which confessed to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation, and once we've accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not gestalt per se, but derives instead from the vagueness inherent in all representations of thought. By which he means to say that he's a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. That's where Phoenix went. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my... Herr Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. I don't know what kind of voice I don't fucking care. You asked quite simplistically what I saw. However, we must understand that Homo sapiens possess two eyes, and those that are receiving data, sending images in the form of signals to... Fade to black. Fuck this guy. A night in the park. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping, when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot! The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. The court accepts this. The miracle never happened. I'm rearranging my blanket. Give me a moment. I am cold and my knee hurts. Fuck. My fucking joints. I'm an old man with shitty joints. Pistol added to the court record. 2 rounds were fired. Fingerprints were wiped. I've never... Okay. Area... Can I know more about this? Patient's name is Walkie-Talkie. He's 19. He's a male. File June 14th. Metallic object found near heart. Urgent exam needed. Why can I examine these? Hello? These blueberries have such a distinct design. You certainly know who they belong to at a glance. That way she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius! I mean, the name's kind of on them. I would think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom. Why can I examine... Okay. Sorry. Is there anything special? I just realized I never examined any of this shit before. Noodle. Huh? Look at this, Apollo. Mr. Elduin spelled his name backwards on this side. I think that says noodle. As in Elduin's noodles. Huh? Oh, I get it. So the name of his store is the same whether you read it forward or backwards. Yeah, I guess it would be. Well, except for the last S. Then how about a store called T-Meat? Close, but that would be Tay-and-May-it backwards. And what kind of store is that? Why, a store that sells meat. It's not meat unless it's team meat. Hey, Trucy, you should go meet this lady called Lisa Basil. I think you would like her, her company. Is that all there is? Just a joke about the palindromes? Okay. Let's look at the gun. That's what I was doing in the first place anyways. Let's look at the gun. There's nothing special about this gun. It's a fucking gun. There's nothing special. It's a gun. Let's look at the knife. It has fingerprints. We already examined these. So the defendant's friends, I mean, this was here. It's what I call irrefutable scientific evidence. Neat! Not so neat when it happens to be evidence against our client. Okay. I'm fucking tired. Okay. Okay. I will... Yes, Your Honor. Trucy, why are you staring like that at the witness? She's perceiving! Roll for perception! That man... I can't help but feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Perceiving! Huh? Cross-examine this man. I like the cut-ins of the eyes. It's like, this guy's just fucking standing here while Apollo and Clavier glare at each other homoerotically. That night I passed through the park, I don't care. But tell me more. On the way home from shopping, you say, why go through the park? It's a shortcut. Do you know what the fuck a shortcut is? A fascinating inquiry, revealing my capable of being insufficiently verbose. Let us consider the time saved by passing through the park on the way home from a store. In that time, I am capable of solving 2 GMAT problem sets. GMAT, I don't fucking know. It's like that. I'm guessing it's a PSAT. Ergo, the time to complete 2 is on average 6 minutes 48 seconds. However, in the case that questions are in the verbal category, admittedly not... That's enough. I get the idea. Mr. Justice, the court hopes to finish cross-examination sometime this month. That's not my fault, Your Honor. Please, I have a recording booked after this trial. And I've got a show to perform. Gee, sorry you're all so busy. Another facing him. Why is he pulling the stand? Were these men talking by any chance? Now that you mention it, they were, though I cannot claim I heard them clearly. Only fragments, such as, "You lied to me, oh, and I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, pal." It's just as our defendant claims. I believe he wished to teach the victim what it felt like to take a bullet in the heart. If that's true, then this is a vital piece of testimony. Sounds like he heard them clearly enough to me. Ah! Hello? Might I be allowed to amend my testimony? Okay. Usually it's not the witness that prompts that. What now? To be precise, he did not say pal, but man. He is not Detective Dick Gumshoe. Thankfully. I'm adjusting this a little bit. Okay. Yes, that was the way of it. I swear on my diploma. No. The difference, Apollo, is that one of them makes you sound like Dick Gumshoe, and you're not. And this other man, who was he? If you see me looking to the side, so I'm looking at my model. I'm using a slightly new setup these last couple of streams. I don't know why I'm saying this in the middle of the fucking stream, and also I don't know if I said it last stream, but I have it set up so like I'm using my laptop still because I don't have the money for fucking PC parts right now, but I have a monitor and speakers and stuff, which also means I can't, like, I have my laptop to the side, so I can't use my laptop webcam, so I'm using a new webcam, and I'm still getting the positioning of it right, so my model doesn't look like it's doing this all the time or doing this all the time. Oh, okay, anyways, the man facing the victim was the defendant. How can you be so sure it was the defendant? He's rather fucking distinctive, Apollo. The crime took place at night. It would have been too dark. Perhaps I was remiss in not mentioning this earlier. Huh. You see, in class, I always sit in the very backmost seat. Do you know why? Who cares? Snap. Because I do not wish anyone to copy my perfect notes. And this relates to your testimony, how? I mention this to illustrate my predisposition to that which is perfect. It was dark, you say? Yet there are lights in the park. If I say the defendant was in the park that night, then he was in the park that night. It is a hard, immutable fact. He sure is confident. He seems to be telling the truth, too. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. But what about the knife? Are you sure the pistol you saw is the same as this one submitted as Am I sure? Surely you jest. Or so a common witness would be tempted to say. Huh. Yet I am no common witness. I see not only events as they are, but the logical structure governing these events. First, we must consider the fact that it was night in the park, which indeed restricted my field of vision due to insufficient levels of illumination. Now, if we consider that the pistol, let us call it Object A, as Regine shrouded in darkness as it becomes difficult to say, certainly Object A was indeed Object A. I think he means that he couldn't see it that clearly. My badge for a normal witness. Yet the fact that a pistol was fired before my eyes is indisputable. I can still see it. When I close my eyes, the defendant raised his weapon. Bang, bang. A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front square at the forehead. Is that where he... That's not what I meant to do. Okay, to right... Okay, first off, right temple, that's not the forehead. Single shot, incorrect. The bullet was fired twice. The gun was fired twice. Yes, of course it was one shot. Why do you ask? Aha! A contradiction! Fine eye! Mr. Stickler, according to the court record, the pistol was fired twice. A clear contradiction. Oh, good eye, Sir Justice. You're cool. Real cool. Are you flirting with me? High class. You really? Fucking gay? Yet there is no reason why this other shot had to have been fired that night. Meaning? This pistol came from the Kentucky family mansion, yeah? I think it's not unreasonable to assume the pistol had been fired once before that night. During, perhaps, another altercation. He's got a point. Judging from his smug expression, I'd say Prosecutor Gavin had that answer ready before you even spotted the problem. He seems pretty confident in his testimony. We always make the biggest mistakes when we're our most confident. He's got a weak point somewhere, Apollo. Find it! Right. Better give that testimony another listen. Okay. I'm just gonna... We're gonna save. I don't know if this is actually... Objection! The music stopped, and the bar went away. Oh, if that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you... relaxing, I see, Herr Justice? Huh? Objection! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Right. Look at this. The autopsy report? Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Right, a problem. Problem. Yes, the problem is the location of the entry wound. I keep thinking like, oh fuck, did we fuck up? But no, Apollo's just kind of being silly. The location. You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? Ah, I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I speak not of geometrical absolute. What I mean by this, for example, the deflection of a meter's times the wavelength of the light emitted by a krypton particle, as we all know. In addition, it is a well-known fact that krypton particles are rare and visible to the naked eye, which points to a basic fallacy in your line of reasoning, namely, that... Mr. Justice. Yes. Was your objection to these, krypton particle things? This is the big time, and you are obsessed with something so small? You disappoint me. No, I'm obsessed with something big! Apollo, you can't say that! Apollo says, I like big dicks. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. And just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple. I wish I had like some kind of tracking where I could point, because I keep pointing when he points. Temple? Mr. Stickler, you get quite clearly the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction. Isn't it? Isn't it? It is, right? Finally! Objection! Hi. Herr Justice. Oh, Herr Justice. Hair forehead. Your tactics are outdated, trying to shake the witness by objecting to the trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to the testimony. I left my... Hi, Francisca. Well, you're not prosecuting, Francisca, so you don't need your whip. Don't worry about it. I know the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony. I keep pointing. Nobody can see me pointing, but I keep pointing. Bright. Look at him. Hey, he said it. Hey, I had a forehead. Forehead? Oh, I love that. Well, you made me laugh. Thank you. That's very cute. Let us imagine you are walking through the park. You see 2 men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, Herr Forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" with my cords of steel. And you, Fraulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream, eek! And you, Herr Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? Ah! The victim turned his head at the last moment. Oh, I see. Yes, thank you for jogging my memory. I keep expecting him to just go on a rant. It sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. A Night in the Park 2 Electric Boogaloo. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. See, sisters, once, you too, I cried. With composure. The victim turned the direction of my voice and a shot rang out. Oh, I see. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I keep wanting him to rant. It's fun. I guess it's his testimony. He's not gonna rant like that. I see. So you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed, with composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. I mean, it does matter in terms of, like, well, I don't think that would make it change to a manslaughter charge, because, like, he obviously was fucking pointing a gun at the guy with the intent to kill. Even if something else made him pull the trigger, I don't think that would change it to a manslaughter charge. I don't think that would change that. I don't fucking know. I didn't go to law school. I haven't taken the bar. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. Oh, the diagram music, The witness, Mr. Stickler, stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. Which would make it so he got shot in the right temple, yeah. The killer would have fired at just that moment. Bang! As we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. So, yeah. Damn it! I mean, that always happens. It's the first fucking the first whole objection of the trial, I'm pretty sure. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior of Ivy University Department of Science. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. The fuck am I? Okay. Look at them looking at each other. Gaily. Electric Boogaloo. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action! Hold it. So you saw a raised pistol, weren't you frightened? It can be said, students of any university know no fear. Looking directly in the camera. That doesn't apply to fucking Feeney, I don't think. The moment I saw that pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. But it was certainly brave of you. You might have gotten shot. Did you not know what a gun is? You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have let the witness behind. Also, did my model just have a seizure? That's really funny. He actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger. Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. Okay. See, sis, at once, this too, I cried with a composure. As one does. Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice? They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park. Okay, I will change his voice to be high-pitched. And the victim responded to the clarion call. Quite. The victim turned in the direction of my voice and a shot rang out. Hold it. Did you hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned? Indeed, I would say about the same time, to be precise. And the victim didn't ask you for help. The victim was dead. It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. Duh. He didn't even have time to take a single step. I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mr. Stickler startled him. Don't say that too loud, Trucy, please. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to become frightened. I mean, okay, maybe he didn't intend to... I still don't think he would change it to a manslaughter. That doesn't matter, because we never go for fucking self-defense or manslaughter or anything. We only go for full acquittal. Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly? He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. That makes me think it wasn't him. As we can see, human psychology is a tangled web indeed. You're not the psychologist. That's not till the next game. He simply couldn't believe what he has done. He shot, he panicked. A common tale, but true. Unfortunately, before I could take further action, tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. You didn't try to apprehend would you try to apprehend a gunman, Apollo? Okay. It all happened so fast, I'm afraid I hadn't the time. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo? What? The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away. According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes. In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find. Find something? Find what? I like that contradiction. Kinda sad to see it go. Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now? At least the testimony's getting a little clearer. She's right. Maybe I can find something to use in this new testimony. Okay, it was left at the crime scene. Wait. But it doesn't have fingerprints. It doesn't have the fingerprints were wiped. If he was the culprit, if this is true, he wouldn't have time to wipe the fingerprints, right? I'm gonna fucking save again. I don't trust my own deductions. Mostly I don't trust this game to agree with me. Okay, the music stopped. Wait a second. Tisk, tisk, another misleading request. Yet you're still beholden to your own model of discourse that you can't see how it affects you. Come again. The discourse. Wait a second, you say. A second. Are we intended to just wait just that, a single second, 1/60th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement at court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes, 35 seconds, Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. Am I to understand you are objecting to the length of a second? Yes, I mean, no, here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. Common employee made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Oh my god, fucking, this guy, like, fucking, these kids looking at their phones, that's why nobody ever does crime anymore? I don't know. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer tossed a gun and ran. That's right! He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints. Oh! The little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there. I'm not little! Then let's think adults, shall we, Fräulein? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo. Aren't you wearing gloves, Patricia? Well, Mr. Justice, could the killer have been wearing gloves? Oh, no, because the knife had fingerprints on it. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of prints remained. Which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you said it did, he wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. That may be. But it does not change what I thought. The killer, the defendant. He threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. Sounds solid to me. Well, Herr Forehead, any of your precious objections? What gives, Apollo? Let's get see that voice training go to work. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. Damn! What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Huh? Isn't what obvious? When he restated what he saw just now, he said he saw Walkie drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure what Walkie threw away. You're right. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong. Well, it can be said that I'm quite... No, this definitely isn't the first time that someone else has reacted to the defense talking to the co-counsel, but it's always funny. Well, it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote a love letter in my own blood that was seized by the teacher and posted on the blackboard for all to see, and for this the appellation poor might be well prefixed to my name. Yet where's the issue at hand? I must drink Mountain Dew. What we can say for certain is the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this? Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to be something else. At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Rude. I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin! The line! He said the line! The other line, the pretty line, where he's being fucking gay. Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. The knife, which is what I thought of before when we were talking about fingerprints. Take that! Take that! Is that a sword? It's a fucking knife! I saw one of those in the late night movie last night. Great, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime with the defendant's prints on it. His prints! This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. Indeed. Oh, Herr Forehead, you're forgetting two other things you've just proven. Huh? One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Walkie-Talkie. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh. Indeed. Never underestimate a Gavin is the lesson here. Never underestimate a pretty face. This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. You know what they say about assuming. Snap. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later, his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming. Yes, that's what I said, assuming. If that were a probable situation at all. Yet here we are, assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. From shot to call. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Why didn't you chase the killer? Why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course I could have run him down, yet what would he have done with him cornered? He didn't have his weapon anymore, to be fair. Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not now also... And do we not also now know that there is no one else there? Do we know that there is no one else there? Just because he didn't see anybody doesn't mean there wasn't somebody. Seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? I'd better find a way to take this testimony down quick. I better find a way to fuck him in the ass quick. Okay, I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. I mean, you could, but I don't know why I'm pressing this. Press everything. Which way did the killer run? Did he? Listen, the killer said he must have gone left, but we know he could only have gone right. Only guilty people can't tell left from right. By that time, it is clear that the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. That would mean he ran in the opposite direction from the Kitaki mansion. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Don't even think about pointing out that he was just going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. How did he know that's where I was going? It was obvious, you idiot. Trucy's staring at you. Trucy's just staring. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. I can't talk. You're certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor. This sniffling is very funny. Oh, cool answer. Very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. Trucy looks like she has something to say. Wait. Has something to do with the perceiving? I don't know. Why did it just autosave? Tell us about these 10 minutes. I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could have happened at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. But no one came. 'Twas late at night. It's not odd to think that there would be a few people around in the park. So he just stood there, watching? Not much to go on there. Trucy, if you got something to say, by all means, say it! This witness is way too self-assured. There's got to be a weakness somewhere in this testimony. Trucy! Okay, But I wonder. After 10 p.m. We don't have any report about when it was called. Can I look more at his phone? I don't know if this is his phone. Huh. I might just be stupid. There's no way to prove that that's his phone though, so it couldn't have been. And we don't know, I don't think we know anything, or at the very least we don't have any evidence that has to do with the... I don't know. Is it something where we have to we have to press multiple times? I don't, that fucking walk through, tell me. I don't know. I'm just gonna actually press it again. Hold it. The killer ran. That's what I see. He ran in the opposite direction. Excellent, baby. Trucy, what are you talking about? Why are you staring at me? I don't care if your answer's cool. Oh, did I not press this statement? It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, it tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite. He actually looks like he's going to cry. Trucy! Okay. Okay, I didn't press all the statements. Had enough at last, hair forehead? Maybe it's time to back off a bit? I don't know. I don't know! No. I have a feeling... Probably not. I don't know. The fuck does that mean? Smash mouth? Very well, you may continue with cross-examination. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, I see. I should have... okay. Oopsies, that's the wrong button. Some of us has glamorous careers we'd like to get back to this month, hair forehead. Don't have enough proof to put Walkie away yet. Should I back off for now? Yes. There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all. It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony. There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then, after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No. No! Seems we've come to the end of the line here. No, that can't be all. How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you, hair forehead? I keep rolling my R's with hair. I don't know. It's probably not pronounced like that, but it's fun. If he's a fake German, then I can give him a shitty German accent. It doesn't have to be accurate. Even though I like to think that he's actually German because, I don't know. It's cute. I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. The court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Walkie Kitaki. Hold it. What the fuck? Trucy? Oh, it's Mr. Hat. Nobody move. Oh, what's the meaning of this? Who are you? There'll be no verdict in this court, not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakis? The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? Do you know the name of the defendant, Your Honor? If you don't want to, whoops. See the pen. If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. The Glasgow smile. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of Herr Judge. Ick. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Irk. Recess, 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it. Trucy. How did he disappear so fast? He's a magician! Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man! Oh, I've been going for an hour. I want to go a little bit longer. We can go for a little bit longer. I don't care if I have work tomorrow. This is fun. I already ate dinner. All I have to do is sleep. Take my meds and sleep. That's all I have to do, so I can just stream until I sleep. Yes, continue the next chapter. I want to see Trucy. Trucy, baby. Trucy! Trucy! You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy, you're okay. I thought... Don't cry, Apollo. Those good-for-nothing gangsters. There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else... Mr. Hat! Oh, what the heck is that? Surprised. This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on the stage. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I am a big hit. Ha 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 ha. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you... Trucy, there are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here. Huh? Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. But that testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares the verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Trucy, no more staged abductions, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got. You can see what he's feeling? You're not Athena. Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times there was a contradiction? I don't remember. I'm not used to this, paying attention to this yet. Actually, I don't remember them exactly. Good thing I do. There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. And each time there was a contradiction. In his hand he held... yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Is it when he's looking at the book? Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. He said the man tossed aside a pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displays a certain habit. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. Oh, what the fuck? That's, how am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? Huh? Oh, fuck. The poker head of group number 3. I always sit next to Daddy during big matches. Should a little girl be in, fucking gambling? Okay. I could see what his opponents were feeling. You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. Daddy's quite good at poker after all. But not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so we cheated. What does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Watch a testimony? Perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Paulo. What was that she said before the trial started? Huh, Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Tracy. Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. He's such a silly little boy. Let's do it. Apollo. You know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew it. You could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can. I just blew from the coast and boy, are my arms tired. Right. Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. I'd like to say to the young lady sitting next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious The Phantom? The Phantom? The huh? The what? What'd you call it? That's not this game. Right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement. Great. Perhaps Fräulein would have us believe that it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't, am I right? I think he's on to me. I wish you would stop being so cool. It's a gay ass. Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right, the defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. Silly boy. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. Okay. He's doing it right now! Could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. I used my cell phone to call the police. Until I saw no one else. I'm not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo! Find his weak spot! Okay. Focus fully that what he's. I mean, my ears hear what he says, my eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? Oh, what's this? My bracelet? Oh shit, the bracelet! What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there! Find the weak spot in his testimony. I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. It's gonna fucking cut off your hand. Can I? I'm guessing I just press? You called immediately after witnessing the murder. The police undoubtedly had a record of the call. Why not check with them? Wait, Apollo. This has to be it. Wait, you mean his habit? Yes, I know. I know. The only time he even had the book open was here, which means this is the place to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. You know what? It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Oh, what the fuck? Suddenly it's a thing we can do? Your bracelet? Look at her looking at it. It's really cute. I know she's not actually looking at it because it's part of like the game UI, but it's cute. I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Tracy, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, I just need to touch my bracelet with Y as it reacts to the testimony. Fucking okay. Ooh! What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo, Josie, what's happening to me? This is what I mean by focusing. Focusing. I've never been able to do this before. I have ADHD. In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Sure, when he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with a page of his book. You got it! Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. I'll bet they are. First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. His hand? You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. She's right, I can only see his face like this. Can I fucking move it? Can I just... Thank you. Yeah, his hand. Thank you. There we go. Perfect, now you're really ready. Ready for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. Perceive. Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit. Right, you mean when he fiddles with the page? That's right, that's your signal to look closer, to perceive with why. Find his weak spot, and I guarantee you'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true pokerhead's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. Don't worry if you miss it, you can always try again. Right. Look out, nervous twitch, here comes justice. Ergo. There's my cell phone. Okay. I'm guessing that's... I mean, I know what it is. There's a cell phone. We found a random cell phone. He's talking about a cell phone. Obviously, he couldn't have used a cell phone because he dropped it. But I don't know. I saw it just now. I could see it. Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging of desks, it's quite bad for my circulation, you know. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone. What are you talking about? I'm curious now about the cell phone of yours. Mind if I asked a few questions? What to ask? Ask for his number. Ooh, ask to see his phone. Show me your phone, because you don't have it. Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone. Why? Whatever for? Show me and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it. You see? You don't have it? Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone? Where did you get that? That's the phone from yesterday. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. The car moved, it would crush for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor? Clearly it doesn't. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment? How am I hitting that? Wait a minute, what is the meaning of this? This cell phone was found yesterday in the Maractus Clinic garage. The Maractus. Why? That's where the victim lived. I don't think I've ever seen the victim's face before. I don't think I looked at him. Yeah, that's impossible. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? What? It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. This is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone, so you didn't call on your cell phone after all. Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate it with a startling high degree of accuracy. It was right around here. So you didn't stay in the park. You fucking liar. You fucking lying. Nuh-uh. Then explain this note, bitch. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler, that hurt my hands. You broke into the Miraculous Clinic garage on the night of the murder. The cell phone tells all. I like the, I think it's called the Pursuit theme, right? I like the one in this game. This is good. Sorry, I'm jamming. but that's ridiculous. It makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I were trying to kill him. Is this the bitch that killed him? Well, hair in my mouth. Dr. Miraculous was killed that night. Well, yes, but no, this is line of reasoning. It has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true, I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice. Fuck. Oh, tired. The cell phone was dropped the night of the murder. It does raise considerable suspicions as to connection with the crime. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Oh! Yes, I can! I think. I mean, it was... I'm pretty sure, because that's the car that did the fucking, hit and run on Phoenix, but it was beneath the tire of that, car, so it couldn't have been dropped any other time because it would have gotten crushed. Of course I have evidence. Ooh, I like your swagger held forehead. Hit it. The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is... I don't... Do I have a piece of evidence? I mean, I know, but do we... Oh. I don't wanna fuck up. I don't wanna fuck up. So we're gonna say... We're not gonna say. We're gonna look at the fucking walkthrough. Because it's either this or it's this, and I don't know which one it is. Okay, it's the mirror. God, there was a lot, like, I went through all of the hints for this bit, and it was like, do this, like, you have to prove that it was his phone, and then you have to, like, oh yeah, obviously, like, the phone would have gotten crushed, and it's like, yes, just which fucking piece of evidence? Because this says it was underneath the car, but I guess it doesn't say which car. But there we go, we're gonna do that. That's a side view mirror. As it so happens, Dr. Miraculous' car was in an accident that fuck. It took place the night of the murder. An accident. Look at that old lady. Just happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Miraculous' car hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? Did this guy do the fucking hit and run too? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there at 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. It's a silly sprite. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means? You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maractus? No, stop, this is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something! I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Maractus. That is, other than this. I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. What is that? Why are you silent, Tracy? Stickler's truth. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Yes, well, as you can see, my model of cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite the pain when I drop it alongside the road. What the fuck do you mean it's given to rolling? Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, a cross-examination, please. That's funny. My bracelets didn't react at all during that testimony. His nervous habits must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice. Cross-examination. Stickler's truth. Yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness crime. I saw the killer and the victim and all the same I thought I had seen. Okay. I almost hit perceive, but I can't fucking perceive anyway, so it doesn't matter. So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place? Well, yes, of course. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail. Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. I'm sure the store clerks would disagree. I mean, I guess I don't work somewhere with free samples, but as somebody who works in retail, I don't think I give a single fuck if somebody took free samples. Go for it. Take them. Take them all. Fuck the company. Do you think sampling free food counts as a religion? In any case that night, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home. Yes. So he didn't have a shopping bag. Must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. That's when you passed in front of Maractus Clinic. Why, yes, that's correct. Now it's a pretty suspicious pause there. Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murderer. On the murder. The night of the murderer. His night, the murderer's night. Oh, of course. Oh, supermarket here. My way home from there takes me past Maractus Clinic. That's probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet, what was I? I walked on unaware of my loss. And then I walked through the fucking park. And when I hopped to the car, I happened to witness the crime. Which entrance did you enter the park from? Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closest to the Maractus Clinic. Okay, the same entrance our victim used. Did you notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance? I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet, the Though I may have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happened next. I am a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand. Oh, it's clear as day. Sure you fucking did. Fucko. This part of the testimony is key. I know it. Should I presume about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? I'm not sure. Maybe the noodle stand? I don't think it. I think we can probably press it multiple times. Do you remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. For remembering something quite well, it took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice, what about that sign? Could that be important? I mean, it tells us what side of the stand he was on. Wait a minute. Let me look at the stand. So if it said noodle, he had to be looking at it from this side, which means that if the victim was standing here and turned to look at him, he would get shot in the left temple. Right? Yeah. Add it to your fucking testimony. Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I'll have to go sample the wares one of these days. No, don't. Your cholesterol! I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. I will say, my cafeteria when I went to uni was fucking good. I miss their food a lot. Like, I ate the pasta at the cafeteria closest to my dorm every day. It was good. It was good pasta. And maybe it was just good because I didn't have to fucking make it, but it was like they switched it up every day. I really liked the ravioli they had. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. Better than Aldoon's. Fucking the salt. It said noodle. Tell us more about this noodle stand. So the sign said noodle. You're absolutely sure. He's dyslexic. He thought it said noodle and it said Aldoon. Stop. Stop fiddling with your fucking book. Let me be frank. Yes. The fact the word unsure isn't even in my dictionary, not the word or certain, or... He was wasting time looking this up. Noodle, eh? I like that. It tells you what you're getting. No nonsense. Tells me a lot more than that, actually. Why are you smiling like that, Apollo? Polly? Okay. Tell me more about that. Are you sure? Stop asking me the same questions over and over! This isn't some kind of makeup test. What's a makeup test, Apollo? Nothing a good student like you has to worry about. Time to find his weak spot and press it till he breaks, except for the fact that she's fucking probably here when she should be in school. She's a great student. His habit isn't acting up, which means he isn't lying. The odds are really high that you get something important, something out of him. That gleam in your eyes. You're a gambler's daughter through and through. I'm a magician, thank you very much. I mean, you're also a gambler's daughter. I went to the supermarket. Can I get more information, maybe? I don't know. Skilled? What do you mean? I thank you for your powers of recollection. Your testimony just now was quite vital. Something going on up in your noodle hair forehead? If my gut feeling here is right, I've just stumbled across a major contradiction. I'm assuming I just need to present the fucking stand. I don't know. Like, I know why... See, that's the problem with these games, is that, like, you can figure out what's up, but then it's like, which piece of evidence proves this? Like, which piece of evidence does the game think prove this? Or sometimes you're ahead of the game. But I'm just gonna go with the fucking stand. Objection. Okay, the music stopped. And you're absolutely sure that the sign read noodle. Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. Does that mean he is a shitty student? It read, without a doubt, Noodle. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is it pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand, and to carefully read what the sign says. See, that sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldunes. Inconceivable. I'm certain it was definitely Noodle for sure, positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said Noodle, and he saw it right. What would you say if I told you that there is one spot from which a sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims? What? Mr. Justice, show us this spot. Show us the G-spot. Yeah, he saw it from like over here somewhere. I don't fucking know. Okay, give me un momento. I am getting a phone call. Okay, the volume should all be back. The OBS says it is. Anyways, yes, he was standing on the opposite side. Where it says Noodle. When viewed from the south, the sign on stand reads Eldunes, as we know. However, I'm a good noodle! Observe the other side of the stand. This side says Noodle. Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Eldunes Noodles. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed a crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. Yo! You got me. So what? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes a lot. It changes everything, Apollo. Trucy? Remember his testimony from before. But to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Oh my god, the 3D models. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then at the moment, the killer raises a weapon. Mr. Stickler shouts, "Mate!" At which point, the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. Boing! So the bullet hit him right in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction... Oh my fucking god, it takes so long. Yes, he gets boinged in the wrong side of the head. The bullet would have hit his left temple. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So now that we know that Mr. Stickler is standing on the northern side, the wound location takes on an entirely different meaning. Indeed, you are absolutely correct, Fräulein. What meaning? The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North. Ah! But that's where the witness Wesley Stickler was standing. Correct. So if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Yeah! My camera is too slow. It doesn't get my head banging. There we go. Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Oh wait, I missed what I ordered. Order, that's what he said. She flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. I was fucking doing Trucy's voice there. Hitting the wall! Bang! Clarify 1 point for me, if you would, Herr Forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? I mean, if he was a female college student. That's a reference to Dahlia Hawthorne. I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as a real killer. No, please, looks aside, I'm really a nice guy. Oh, my friends say so! Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? I mean, he's guilty of perjury. Be accused of another crime? I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. He's the panty snatcher. And also he did the hit and run. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why, now. The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Hair forehead. Okay, I got the right noise, sorry. Nobody goes tisk tisk. It's... I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now. For a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. I mean, I know the... like, the reasoning. Will the game let me say the reasoning? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? At this point, I don't think I do. Show us evidence. Okay, you have to fucking present Juicy's panties. Okay. That, I guess. The evidence is this! Panties! Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? What is that? Women's underwear? Hey, those are mine! Those are mine! Don't look at me like that! Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler. Well, I can't say this comes as a shock. It's not what it seems. By Pythagoras, they are a murder. I don't know what he actually said. I swear it! On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Baractus Clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the 1st degree! Oh, please hear me out, it's not what it looks like! But what the fuck is it? Why else do you steal panties? Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. Sorry, to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit to your theft of this girl's undergarments. Perhaps you are not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, C. Your point. I'm not done, now I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we of IVU Science Department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what a greater challenge to science than a mystery. Objection. What the fuck? Come on, you're talking about girls' panties here. No, you do not understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. He has a point. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate for science. A full-size car tire was only first mystery those panties revealed. Tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties. It mocks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy. Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand our magic trick? You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object of serious study. I wonder. There has been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I'm sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate the mystery. Even that night as she chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night when I will seize the truth that lies within those panties. Yet woe is I, for once again the lazy heart-patterned truth slipped my fingers and... Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. Ah, you refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claims he saw the crime from the south, but it was in fact the north. I still don't know the fuck accent I'm giving him. Indeed. Will anyone care to explain why he lied about that? I don't fucking know. Be my guest, Air Forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a... What is there? Well, Mr... What is my fucking computer? I don't care about virus and threat protection. Shut up. What say you? I say... Fuck. I say I should really be going to sleep soon. Why the witness lied about his location? And I see the dang about dang the dang. Can I look at it? No. I don't remember! What the fuck? Was it the panties? The knife? I don't remember, and they're not showing me what the fucking... What was the trash can? I'm guessing it's these. I'm guessing it's these. I don't know. Or it's the knife, which makes me... Or it's the gun. But he didn't... We just said he didn't do the murder. Okay, yeah, it's the fucking... It's Plum's panties. That evidence shows why he lied is this. More fucking panties. More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket there, forehead? These are the last, honest! Except for the ones I'm wearing. These were found in the trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, thank you for showing it to me again, because I don't fucking know. It's right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. Why did you throw them away? Fuck, I'm tired. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. So these panties are your handiwork as well? That night, I had been chased, hounded into the miraculous clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties, made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. A clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them, safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. Why did I suddenly give him an accent? What if they searched me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers? Yes, it was a severe blow to the progressive science, but one that had to be borne. A fascinating, if a disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close. Thank fucking God. I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. Get the fuck out of here, Patty Snatcher. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely that the defendant, Vaki Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Vaki Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant Waki Kitaki is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact. Assuming there was no one else on the scene at the time, but we don't have evidence of that because he had to leave to the panty snatcher, Wesley, whatever the fuck his name is, had to go find a payphone. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound of the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. Whoever the fuck it was inside the cart. I'm calling it now. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and prosecution. Yeah, baby. Don't call the judge baby. No problem. We have yeah, baby, and no problem. Hiya. Very well, this brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. I wanted to do a little knock. I don't know how well it picked up or if it fucked up my microphone. I like the music. It's good music. It's good music. A save complete. Okay. Return to menu. Ooh, I can switch games. Oh my god, look, she's so cute! I see that! The bitch gets his badge back. Motherfucker. Oh my god, oh, this is damn, Apollo, this is badass looking. It's also really fucking tragic because I know what the context is, kind of. I know the context of the I know the context of the coat and the moon. Oh, you're not gonna show me Simon? Show me Simon! What do you mean costumes? Wait, what? What is this? You can change his outfit! Stylish street clothes. Oh, Famous Academy. That's cute. You could also make him be feety, which is adorable. Oh, that's cool. The classic. And then he looks fancy because cough cough, his husband bought him a new suit. Wait. Set music background? What does that mean? Wait. This is so cool. I know what. Oh, where is it? What the fuck? I can't remember what it's called, but I'm sure I'll know it when I see it. Aha! I think this is the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Good fucking music. Ah! I want to see the things though. That's my boy! Oh, that's adorable. Wait a minute, I want to look at that. That's so cute! That's adorable art. I love it. Look at the power with my smile. And now I'm just like fucking with the game settings. I'll reset my music. But I want to hear. I want to hear my boy's theme. What the wait, who the fuck is that? See, I said I know about the game. I know some things. I know like big plot points. I don't know who the fuck the guy in the upper right is there. I'm guessing the WOO there has to do with Juniper. I see the exploded courtroom. I see some fucking ladies at Aura? Maybe? Now I want to look at all of everything and see, like, who is everyone? I don't know who any of these fucking people are. I don't know who any of these people are. I was worried, like, oh man, I spoiled myself for all of the game. No, I didn't. See, See, I know who those people are. That's, Hugh, Juniper, and Robin. Yes, I know who they are. I know who this bitch is. Apollo. The Sads. I don't know who the guy with the red hair and the shaved sides is, though. I don't know who that is. I know who this bitch in front is, and who he's not. I know the twists, unfortunately, that's all I know. I'm just like looking at the art and geeking out on stream. Here's my boy. There he is, my favorite little guy. The guy that I'm fucking playing this trilogy for. There he is. Bitch with a bird. Why does Athena look so fucking sad? I almost said, why does Athena look sad? Wow, I wonder why. But it's just kind of funny. Athena looks so sad. I wanna look at this one. What's in the background? I see Pearl! I see Pearl! Ooh, who's that all the way on the right? It's a cool looking character. Who the fuck is Pirate Girl? Wait, who's Pirate Girl? Oh, that's the Orca! That's the Orca case! I know nothing about the Orca case other than he defends a fucking Orca. Insane man. I don't think there's anything else special. I'll just put this back on. Okay, I need to... Wait. What kind of music is this? Ooh! Raifa, I think is her... Raifa is her name, I think? Fucking... Who is this little guy? See, this is the one I don't know a lot about. Oh, Apollo! I know who he is. And I know who she is. I know who that is, I think. Is that... Yeah, I know who that is. But I know nothing about the cases in this one. Like, I know the big case in the second game. I know the big case in the first game of the trilogy. I don't know any of the cases in the last game of the trilogy. I know who the prosecutor is. I know kind of what his backstory is and how he relates to our favorite little guy. I don't know any of the cases, though. Cool. This museum section contains spoilers. All right, I won't go to that then, even though like I just said, I know a lot of it. Like, see, I can point out. So first case here, tutorial, we played that one. Second one, the one we're playing. Third one, I guess the third one is, oh wow, for some reason I was thinking that was the last game, or last case, because it has to do with, like, it relates to the prosecutor, but I guess the last one, I think, also relates to the prosecutor, because it has to do with that bitch again. Okay, I'm just rambling at this point, because it's fun to, like, theorize when I don't actually know everything about the games, but I really like these games, and I fucking love the characters, and I've loved the characters for a long time. I just never, like, I played the first trilogy, and so I, like, engage with fan content, and obviously the Apollo trilogy is also really popular, and so you can't just avoid them. And so I know a lot about the characters, but not about the cases specifically in the games, and it's just fun to see how it actually all ties together and everything. Like, I knew that Kristoff was a piece of shit. I didn't know he came out as a piece of shit at the fucking tutorial level. I thought it took a minute, but then we were just like, oh yeah, no, Kristoff's like an asshole, and he's a murderer and a filthy liar. And him and Phoenix are something unhealthy. Enemies with benefit. Okay, I should probably go to sleep. I'm very tired. I have work tomorrow, unfortunately. I hate that I have work tomorrow. I hate working. I just want to stream all day. I just want to play fucking Chase Attorney all day. But I can't do that, so I gotta go sleep so I can go make money. Also, I keep looking to the side because I'm watching my model while I talk. Okay. Thank you, anyone and everyone who came by. Thank you, anyone who's watching me just fucking ramble like a madman right now. I appreciate you and your support of my insanity. There's too much moving around on the screen right now. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I can change. Oh, sorry, we're gonna take another minute. Look at that! That's so cute! 3 siblings. Kravia. Oh, my favorite little German boy. Ooh. Whoopsies. Nope, I wasn't trying to change to a different game. Let's just have it. Ooh, okay, yeah, there's all the different little things. We're just gonna change it into, instead of something that moves around a shit ton, we're gonna change it to Trucy and Emma right there. That makes me happy. There we go. Look at them, the girls, the best girls. Yeah. So, like I was saying, thank you to anybody who watched, thank you to anybody who stuck around to the end for my fucking insane ramblings. I need to work tomorrow, so I'm going to go to bed, and sleep and dream of pretty dream prosecutors. Yeah. Yes, thank you everyone. I hope everyone has a good night. I am going to try to have a good night, which means I'm gonna go grab my cat and snuggle her and sleep. Thank you. Hopefully I will stream again soon. I am getting the VODs uploaded slowly. My internet's slow and my computer's slow, so I have to like upload them. I want to see if I can maybe do like simulcasting, multi-streaming, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, but I don't really know for sure how that works and how Twitch's like policies work, because the thing about the chats confused me. I'll have to look at that. But yeah, so we will see about that. I will get the VODs uploaded though. Technically they are uploaded. The one's still processing, but the Nier one's fully uploaded and ready to go. The last Apollo one is processing last I saw. It might have finished processing while I was streaming, I don't know. But then I will work on uploading this one as well, and so they will all be on the YouTube channel. Thank you, and have a good night. Goodbye.
you.